What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Heavyweight Nation podcast. And I mean, what's better than two? Three. We got our guy Jacob Cardenas down there, our third Cornell guy. We got hopefully we'll get Yanni on here next after him, and we'll be able to complete the big four trifecta. But Jacob, welcome to the podcast, man.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. No problem. And Matthew, I think you have a question for him to start to warm it up, fellow Jersey boy down there. I think you know what you got to ask him, Matt.
Yeah, I think I know. Taylor ham or pork roll?
I already know what it is. Taylor ham, man. I'm from North Jersey. I gotta say Taylor ham.
Matthew, you are officially undefeated. You have yet to find a pork roll.
Where are you from?
I'm from Sussex County.
Sussex, okay.
School called Newton.
Yeah, I know where that is.
It's kind of far. State champs.
Yeah. You guys are state champs?
We have the most state champs in the state.
Really?
82 and counting.
No way.
What a weird flex, but all right. Weird flex, but all right.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I mean, man, were they all in the 50s? Yeah, but
yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah, they won full teams of state champs in the 50s.
We really did. No, we actually did.
That's crazy. How many do you guys have?
82.
82.
82 like school years. State champs.
Wow.
That's a little nuts.
Crazy.
It's a little nuts.
I would think Bergen had a lot, but we were only like pretty good like 2010, like that decade.
Well, like we have 82 like individual state champs. I don't know how many like team state champions we have.
Individual state champ. That's still crazy though.
Yeah, the next closest I think is Warren Hills with like 40.
That's insane.
That is a little wild. All right, man. And speaking of New Jersey wrestling, I mean, one of New Jersey's finest yourself here, man. So talk a little bit about, where you got started. Where did your career start? Who got you into wrestling? Just talk a little bit about that.
I started wrestling when I was in like second grade. Me and my best friend used to watch WWE all the time, and like John Cena was my favorite. You had Rey Mysterio, like Monday Night Raw type stuff. So I don't know, man. I was young. I was like, I don't know how old I was in third grade, but I asked my dad to go to a wrestling practice one day, and I hated it because it just wasn't anything like it at all. But I don't know, man. I kind of just stuck with it. I grew up in Kearney, and my coach Dave Cardoba, he was another Kearney boy that kind of took me under his wing a little bit until I got to college. Pretty much, he was my coach up until high school. So I don't know, man. I did other sports too. I played baseball. I played football. I quit football probably in like middle school, but then I played baseball till high school, like my sophomore year. It was my last time I played. So, I mean, yeah, man, I just stuck with it ever since. I've been in the same house in Kearney forever, but I went to Bergen Catholic. Obviously, I went to Queen of Peace before that. It's like it closed down, but another private school that was like a town over from me. But then I went to Bergen. Now I'm just at Cornell, about to graduate soon.
Yeah, man. I mean, just a crazy Bergen Catholic. Talk a little bit about what being at Bergen was like and some of those dual meets that you guys wrestled.
They were fun, man. Bergen was really, really fun. Just in general, just not even wrestling, just like school in general. Like we're a pretty big football school, so every you guys know Don Bosco Prep, right? Mm-hmm. Every year we'd have a Bosco week, and that football game would just literally like it's kind of funny. Like we just like obviously we would do work, but none of the kids cared on Bosco Day. Like especially when the game day, like we would all just like go in the hallways, like go outside, play football. It was just a really fun school, you know what I mean? Like, and just like activities we'd have like Yule Day, which is just like a day where we all kind of just like we actually don't do work that day. Like it's like a holiday, I guess, for our school. But I mean, wrestling, I guess you guys remember that Bergen Blair duel? That was insane. Like I can't believe I was a part of that. That was just like a good atmosphere. Foco doing crazy, Dylan doing crazy. Yeah, man. No, Bergen was super fun. Super fun.
Yeah. And you just mentioned, Chris Foco, who we had on the podcast. So talk a little bit about what it was like kind of having him with you on your journey to Cornell.
He is probably like the biggest I guess like influence in my wrestling. Like I feel like I definitely jumped levels when I started wrestling him. Because I was like always like decent, but I wasn't like, I don't know, high level recruit like my sophomore, freshman year. So once I started training with him, he used to kick my ass all the time. Like he would just Foca's a killer, man. If you ever wrestle Foca, he like hurts to wrestle, So he would just mess me up all the time. And I would just get better, obviously. Me and him have been scrapping since mean, we don't really scrap that much anymore because I just got so much bigger and he's kind of still like 174. But nah, man, he's really like a staple in like my development for sure. He really made me jump levels.
Shout
He's
out
also
Foka.
a
Yeah,
dog. Yeah,
shout out
shout out
Foka, man.
Poker.
It's awesome dude as well.
Shout
And
out Poker.
I know
But like,
you live with him as well, so that's got to be kind of cool to
Yep. It's my
have a bond with him and be able to continue that bond from high school now to college.
yeah, bro. It's my brother since high school, so you
man,
know,
I'm
we've
sure
been with
like
him for a minute.
going to Bergen was like unique because like not everyone gets an experience of a team that can pull from so many places.
Yeah.
Like you have like a almost a makeshift team of just absolute hammers.
Dude, I think we were honestly probably the best team like ever. I think like that team was filthy, bro. Like just being a part of that, like I was in it, so I didn't really like, realize, but maybe like 20, 30 years from now when I'm like old, like taking my kid to like wrestling tournaments, I'll be like, yeah, man, I was a part of that team. That
What
was
was that lineup like?
like top to bottom. What was the lineup?
Yeah,
I think we had KL at 6. We had my boy Enrique at 13, Robbie Howard at 20.
Howard.
I think Robbie Howard at 20.
Robbie Howard, that's just like
Yeah.
immediately already. It's
Robbie Howard. I miss Rob, man. I haven't seen him in a minute. I think we had Carmen at 32, Carmen Ferrante at
Yep.
32. We had Zargo at it's another Wisconsin, but we had Zargo at 38. We had Wade Unger at 45, Gerard Angelo 52, Shane at 60, Folk at 70, Josh at 80, Josh McKenzie at 82, me at 95, Sage at 220, and then we had John High at heavyweight, I think. John High was
oh,
our heavyweight. Yeah.
holy
We were filthy,
shit,
bro. We were
bro.
Yeah, it's a
we
team.
were filthy, man. We
I
used
mean,
that's the year we beat Blair, and we were just
bro, the
nasty.
from Shade. Oh,
Yeah,
his
that's what I'm saying. Once I hit Shane, I was like, oh my
you
God.
built Murderers Row, like you
I
built a Penn
know.
State Murderers Row in high school.
I know, dude. I know it
How
was
many
Yeah, it's
individual state
crazy.
titles is that team?
that year. I mean, we won that year. We
I mean, no, I mean like that team, like everybody on that team. What? How many did Robbie Howard have?
Howard had 2, I had 2, Shane had 3, Foka had 1. Josh was in the finals, which is crazy because he used to wrestle like once a week in high school, like and he made it to the state finals. Um, I don't know, man. Who else? I mean, I think that might be a maybe. Oh, Gerard. Gerard won when he was a freshman.
Zargo
So
didn't win one.
now Zargo never placed actually.
That's
Like,
crazy to me.
yeah, I know. But
That's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Zargo's mad good, but he never placed in state tournament, which is kind of funny. But
So talking about
Yeah,
Jersey, where would
that's
you
like
rank?
10 state titles right there,
Where
if
would you
not
rank
more.
New Jersey wrestling? Because we get a lot of different answers from a lot of different people.
I don't know, man. That's kind of just I don't know, man. Probably like definitely like top 5, maybe.
No, no, top three, top
Okay,
three.
yeah, top 3. I was being nice, top 3. I'll
No,
probably say like maybe like PA. I mean, you think you always got to say PA, right? And then like maybe like Iowa because that's like their
no, I go PA, New Jersey, and then the
yeah.
third is
Probably, bro. New Jersey's one
New,
state tournament.
especially recently. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe 5 years ago you'd be a little about putting New Jersey at 2, but recently it's just the guys. Mullen, that kid is a
yeah.
dog.
The kid's from my
Mullen,
hometown. I grew up with him.
he's a dog.
Yeah,
He's just a really good.
super
Knox is
similar to me.
crazy good.
Knox was hella good. Yeah,
Like Knox this year, I think Knox was the only guy this year that he beat the PA State. He beat the PA State champ twice
yeah.
at his weight. Yeah, a kid from Faith Christian Academy, Gage Patero, 2-time state champ. He beat
Yeah.
him. The only losses this year were from
He's good,
Anthony
man. I
Knox.
remember he was on a visit here at Cornell like once or twice.
Yeah, he's a dog.
He's-
I mean, New Jersey's just had some crazy prospects at the last
yeah,
couple of
I feel like we
years.
just have a lot of talent here. Like I feel like we've always had that, just like East Coast slash. I feel like guys
Yeah, for
just
sure.
good out of nowhere.
100%. So, talk a little bit about your time at Cornell so far. I know this year was a big year for you guys. You guys were able to get yourself a team trophy. So,
Yeah.
talk a little bit about what it was like this season and kind of how everything kind of fell into place.
This season was definitely our better ones. It was super fun. I feel like this year we were able to like, at least for me, I don't know, I like soaked it in a little bit more. Like I had more fun on like dual meets and like the tournaments we went to, like NCAA's was fun because we were all just kind of just obviously we're taking it serious, but when we get back to the hotel, we're kind of just messing around, like doing dumb stuff, playing Super Smash or whatever. And no, man, I think the best thing about our team is like we're all really close, you know. And like I mean, I'm not sure what like other teams are like, you know what I mean? I'm only a part of one, but I don't know, we're all like I don't know, we all come from different places, but we all came together kind of like form this bond, which is really nice. I feel like that's probably the most important one
Yeah.
thing
And I
about it.
think, getting got yourself an All-American. That's
Yeah,
got to be awesome this season.
that
And
was
then,
nice. Yeah.
you did it with you, like you said, your brother. You did it with Chris Foca. Chris Foca was able to capture himself another, an
Okay,
All-American
we were just
title
talking
this
about
year.
that the other day, just like how we both all American this year, and it's just like we're kind of just like the guys now on our team, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and talk a little bit about, being able to have a team, have teammates and leaders on your team like Vito and Yanni. I mean,
Yeah.
Yanni, captured his fourth state title, second guy from Cornell. So Cornell has kind of established themselves as, if you want to get a really good degree and go be part of a really good wrestling team, go to Cornell.
Yeah, man, that's literally why I came here. It's like, I always kind of use wrestling as like a ticket to, like kind of present opportunities to me. You know what I mean? My family was always big on academics, even though I probably wasn't when I was in high school, but my family always like prioritized school. And number one, Cornell is just literally one of the best schools in the world,
Yeah.
and then let alone like our team is just known historically for performing well and producing like superstars, you know what I mean? It's like you got schools like Penn State and Iowa, they're known for the wrestling, you know what I mean? But Cornell's kind of like under the radar for like the most part. I feel like a lot of people don't really like not I wouldn't say like appreciate, but just don't recognize, you know what I mean? Because it's an Ivy League school. Nobody really thinks of sports like being crazy good when you think of Ivy League. And that's kind of why I like Cornell too, because there's not like a whole bunch of talk or there's not like a whole bunch of like expectation, you know what I mean? It's just like we just do our thing and then kind of let it speak for itself, which I really like our motto. We kind of just keep our head down and do our thing, and like we're just good, man. I don't know how to like. I feel like our schools, our coaches are awesome. Mike is awesome. Our new coaching staff this past year is awesome. So I mean, I just feel like, especially like circling back to what you said about Yanni, like you have Yanni in the room every day to look at. You got Vito every day in the room to look at. When I was a freshman, I had Kyle Dake and Gabe Dean looking to wrestle me. You know what I mean? So yeah, just putting yourself in that environment, man. We just try to keep the tradition going.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I feel like
100%.
you notice a lot with like the Ivy League schools are on the up and up. Like Cornell's
Yeah.
been a sleeper for a while who's been real tough, but now you guys are like there, like you
You're the
guys
third
Yeah.
best team in the
are
country.
to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's exciting too because I feel like we're gonna be better next year, which is like awesome. Because
Crazy to say, but
yeah, I know
Yeah.
because we're losing Yanni, and that's the only one we're losing, and then we're having Meyer to replace him, and Meyer is probably
Shapiro is,
just as
yeah,
good as him, bro.
freshman of the year, man.
Yeah, no,
Freshman of the
literally, like
year.
he's
He
probably gonna
was
be, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if he was another four timer, bro. If he was just like another Yanni, he's freaking filthy, man. But
really good, really real. We'll have to get Meyer Shapiro on here to talk.
yeah, dude, he's
Kid
hilarious.
is a
You gotta
kid
get
is a
him on,
dog
dude.
from my
He's
backyard, from about 2 blocks away from where I live down in
really.
Wyoming Seminary. Yeah, man. Kid was watching him wrestle at some of those duels and prep nationals. I know, like, he ended up like winning a world title, and then like a week and a half later won prep nationals. Like,
Yeah,
it was like he did some crazy stuff in high school. And I know, like you
another
said,
one where it's like,
he was pretty much, it was, between him and Levi Haynes, top two freshmen of the year.
yeah, he's another one where it's like it just looks like it hurts to wrestle him. Like if you wrestle him and like he'll just kill you, you know what I mean? Like he'll just make you walk off the mat just like grunting and limping and stuff. Like he's an animal.
Yeah, and I mean, having a guy like Yanni and Vito around his weight to be able to train with him, I'm sure it's
Yeah.
just making him better every day.
No, exactly. And so I'm saying, man, our room is just really, really nice. We just got people to like, kind of look up to every day of practice. So
100%, man, 100%. So,
That's awesome.
obviously, we did talk a lot of wrestling so far, man. So I'm gonna throw it over to Matthew to kind of let the fans get to know you a little bit on a personal level. We'll ask you some wrestling and some non-wrestling related questions, and we'll close up shop after that. So I'll just throw it over to Matthew.
good, man.
All right, so wrestling's a lot of your life, being that you're a college wrestler and one of the most elite ones. But when you're not wrestling, when you're not practicing, what are you doing? Like, What do you do for fun?
Honestly, bro, lately, I've been having trouble trying to find like what to do because I feel like I've just been like just hella bored lately, which is like something I need to work on. But I don't know, man. If I usually am just kind of doing school and wrestling, to be honest, man. If I'm doing homework, I'll just like bang that out in the library, like in between classes. Obviously when I'm at practice, that's a whole other thing. But when I'm at home, man, I don't know. I'll probably put on some PS5, watch a movie. I was just watching a movie before. Um, I've been trying to get into reading. I just bought this book the other day. It's called The Brothers, something like Brothers Karamazov, whatever. I saw it online and so it was really good, so I bought it. Um, yeah, man. I guess I just try to keep myself busy. I don't really have like a specific thing I do. I just try to keep myself busy.
Just some movies, Rocket League.
Rocket League's fine. Me and my boy Thacker play Rocket League and Poker too. Sometimes we play. Um, I'm not that good though. I'm only like barely platinum.
I am not good at Rocket League, let me
No,
tell
I'm
you.
not good. I'm more of like a Call of Duty Minecraft kind of guy. Yeah.
Us too. That's what we do.
I like grew up on Minecraft, so I always just kind of like go back to it whenever I'm bored, but then like you get tired of it after like 2 weeks and then
Yeah, I really don't get how like those people that make YouTube videos have been making
dude,
Minecraft
they're
videos for like
insane,
30,
bro.
like 13 years. I'm like, bro, no way.
Yeah, I know.
No way. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how you could play it like every day and
I
film it
used to be
or
like that when I was obviously like a kid. I used to like grind all those games. I used to play like CS:GO and like I
CS:GO
don't
is a
know.
good one. That
CSGO
they
2 is
just came
coming
out.
out.
Yeah, it just came out with the
Really?
new one. Yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
in beta right now. It's pretty
I used to
fun.
play all those like PC games when I was a kid, but I don't know. I kind of just
I
obviously I
mean,
got
when you're wrestling at the level you are, I'm sure you don't have a lot of time to sit
yeah,
down
Focus
and
on video
play
games.
an hour
yeah,
long game of CS:GO. I'm sure
yeah,
it's just kind of whatever's quick, and you guys, at night you hop on a couple games of Rocket League with the boys and stuff. But
yeah.
no,
I only do
man,
the tournaments to be honest. I do the tournaments. That's it.
yeah, we heard we heard a thing or two about you doing the tournaments
Yeah.
when we were talking with Foka, man. But um, yeah, man, it's awesome. I know, like you said, I'm sure it's a lot, and I'm sure just because people think right now is the off season. So, what are your plans this off season? You're gonna compete in freestyle? Are you gonna kind of just train for next year and for folk style? What's your big plan for this year coming up?
So this upcoming the Open is in like what, like beginning of May, like end of April. So I think I'm gonna go to the Open. I got a gig this summer that starts June 5th. So I'm definitely gonna do the Open. I want to compete. I always like kind of just competing in the off season. I feel like that's important. And I don't know if U23s, I'm not sure when U23s are, but I'll probably want to do that again, depending on how the Open goes.
How did you do at U23s last year?
I won. I made the team last year.
Yeah.
I came second at the championships.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean that was fun. I like U23s. But again, I don't know. I have a gig this summer in New York, so I'm gonna be like interning there. So I probably won't be competing so much in the summer. I mean, there's not really that much competition in the summer anyways, but I definitely want to do the Open. That's fun. I like freestyle. Freestyle is my favorite. So, and hopefully I can do U23s.
Yeah, man. U23. Silver medalist coming back for another run. It is.
I gotta win that, man. That freaking hurt last year when I lost.
You say
Yeah,
it's so
man.
nonchalant, like it's
Yeah, I
like
know. Like
not a big deal.
he
It's like,
just
oh, I got
oh yeah,
second.
second in the world at U23s. It's whatever though.
It was fun, man. I like U23s. Me and Vito were out there. That was a good time.
Yeah, man. I think I like the setup that they have this year. That if you qualify for U23s, like your age is good enough. You wrestle everybody apparently from senior level and U23 is wrestling together, and then if you don't place top three, you drop down to
Oh,
you could go to
yeah. That's
U23.
how it
Yeah,
works. So if I
yeah,
if I were to like win the Open, I would I would just
senior level.
automatically be yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Final
obviously I'd
X.
make the
Yeah.
senior team, but then I could just like bump out whoever just won the U23s and be like,
Uh-huh.
I'll also U23s now.
Yeah.
That's what Vito did. Vito made the Final X last year and kind of bumped out whoever made the team that year. You know what I mean?
Damn. Imagine, imagine,
I know it
imagine like
sucks,
you make
bro.
the team, you're like,
Bro,
let's go, made the world team, and
that was
Vito's like,
almost
nah.
that was almost me last year, dude. I won the trials, and then you guys know Trumbull from NC State.
Yeah.
He was in the third place bout for the Open, like the seniors. And if he came third, he would have just bumped me out and made the team, and I was so mad. But he ended up losing, which was like, I mean, I don't mean to hate on him, but like it was kind of better on my. It was fortunate for me that he lost. So
Yeah, man. Sometimes that's how it is in wrestling.
Yeah, definitely, man.
In the sport, it's hard to make friends in the sport of wrestling.
yeah,
It's
no, literally. That's
hard to
like,
keep everyone on your good side.
yeah, I know. I literally had to pray for someone's downfall for me to.
For you to make it. Hey, but you got second, so like
Yeah,
kudos if
hey,
you
it
would have
worked out for
placed.
me, bro.
Yeah.
It worked out for me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Matthew, I think you need to ask this man some food questions.
I love the food questions, you know that.
Yeah.
Go-to meal after you weigh in. You got a
After weighing,
little
I'm more
bit
of a PB&J guy. I just bring like that
J,
as a kid.
classic.
Classic, man.
Yeah,
Classic
PB&J
PB&J.
guy. Maybe like I do a lot of like I'll probably eat a banana before because like now college we like work out before weigh-ins. I'll eat a banana
Yeah.
before weigh-ins or before the workout. Then I'll get to like a pound under after the workout, eat another banana, and then drink up to like I don't know, like 0.2 under or whatever. And then have my PB&J, have my like electrolyte stuff. And then I don't know, I'm big on just like PB&J and like fruit and then nuts. Like I don't know,
Oh,
like almonds
that's
or something.
that's what Wyatt Hendrickson eats too. It's a
Just nuts.
nuts, fruit, and PB&J. That's the go-to
Really?
apparently.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wrestled him in high school.
Did
He
you?
was he was 195 at Super 32. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a large man.
He almost fucking beat me, bro.
He's a big boy.
He's
Yeah,
a
He's
big
he's a
a
boy.
beast, bro. He's a
bro.
beast.
If you, okay, I hate to cut into this, but he runs a 9-minute mile and a half
Is that like that's probably really impressive for a freaking heavyweight,
at
no?
250.
That's impressive for
250.
Yeah.
anyone.
250,
Yeah.
9 minutes, mile and a half. Yeah.
That's fine.
That's it means he runs 3/4 of a mile in 4 minutes and 30
Yeah,
seconds.
no, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like we'll do like a 3 mile run like for our preseason workouts, and some guys get a mile in like five something, dude. You know
Uh-huh. Bro,
what I
there's
mean?
no
That's
way. I
insane. My
couldn't.
fastest mile ever is like 6:30.
Yeah.
Like that's me booking it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I'm not a runner.
I was like, listen, man, if I'm in the battlefield and I see Wyatt Hendrickson running full speed at me at 250, I'm not. You could just
Yeah.
take me away.
You
No, he's
see him flying a fighter jet. I'm running away.
yeah, man. Just in the, I don't know if he fits. This is all. I should have asked him that. I don't know how he's
Yeah.
in the Air Force. The guy's like 6'2", 6'3", 250. I'm like, how do you fit in these airplanes?
Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely some requirements, like yeah, like body requirements to
Yeah,
do what
he
he does,
yeah
but
he told us he gets red flagged every time until
yeah,
he has to like go and meet with the people and they're like, oh,
he's
he's
a
got
monster. I love him,
he's got
man.
a 6 pack of abs.
He's a
I'm like
monster,
what?
man.
I'm like holy yeah. He also
Nice
told us
kid too.
one sitting he ate 6 pounds of red meat in one setting. I was
Are
like,
you serious?
yeah, he just enjoys meat. He just will eat just red meat like all at the time. I'm like, bro,
Oh,
your doctor must hate you.
gosh.
Like your doctor must hate you, man. Well,
Speaking
yeah,
about food though, let's say you have like 2 weeks or like it's the off season, like what's the favorite meal to go to?
Dude,
cheat
lately
meal.
I've been fiending for wings, dude. There's this like
Wings.
spot in our college town, Wings Over. Um, I would just get garlic palm wings there, bro, and with the waffle fries. Those hit
Mhm.
different, man. Those
All
hit, and
right,
they're like kind of
this is a
like
heavyweight
somewhat
question
crispy.
right now. How many wings do you think you could eat in one sitting? Like weight management was
Bone
out the
in,
window. Your career is over. Like how many wings do you think you could eat in one sitting?
like possible until I like throw
Yeah,
up.
until yeah.
Okay. Bone in, I could probably eat like, dude, I want to say like, I want to say 30, but like I feel like that's not even that much either.
No,
I
that's not that crazy, man.
think
That's
that's
not
not
that.
that
Yeah,
crazy, right? I
I feel
don't
like I
know,
can
man.
do
Maybe
it.
like, oh, okay, I
Because you
guess in
gotta
like
think, right?
pounds.
Especially bone in. You gotta think. There's not much meat on a bone
That's
in
what I'm
wing.
saying. So like
Yeah.
pounds, I could probably eat up to like 2 pounds of like bone in before I like start hurting. Because like just 2 pounds in your stomach of food is just
It's a
anything.
valid answer.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I want whatever like 2 pounds of wings is bone in, however many that is. Probably
I
eat
think
that.
that
I have to put that to the test.
well, I don't,
Mm.
that's
There's definitely some
crazy.
wing spot that has a good deal.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
wings are
100%.
crazy expensive now.
Well, yeah, wings, yeah, they were up. The price of wings was crazy for a while, which is crazy because back in like the 80s and 90s, they used to throw wings away. They used to throw them in the garbage. Nobody ate chicken wings
Yeah.
back then.
I mean, a lot of places do that still.
Yeah,
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 it's
it's
I think a
crazy.
lot of
crazy.
places do that. They just throw food away because, yeah, no, no, something like that.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. Like the price of wings. I remember like you were paying like $1 a wing for at some point, like peak pandemic.
I went to a place the other day that had dollar wings. It was like a special for like Thursday or something. They're
A
a dollar.
special for a
Yeah.
dollar a
Yeah,
piece?
dude. Now wings are like $2 a piece.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
man.
man. I don't know. Over in my little hometown in Northeast PA, you can get a dozen wings for like $9.75.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Sounds good, bro. Sounds good, Matt. We'll you can come here. We'll take Big Bertha out and we'll go take her up to Ithaca. We can go meet the Cornell boys for some
Dude, you guys
wings.
gotta come.
We're going to
Cornell's
this
mad
summer.
chill.
We'll come up this summer to meet the Cornell guys. I mean, but God
It's
forbid, man.
mad chill.
I don't think I could hang out with you two together. It makes me 5 times more ugly.
Dude, for sure. Go cliff jumping.
I'm scared of heights.
Nah, dude, you gotta do it.
I'm
You gotta
I
back.
do
mean, I'll do it, but I'm scared of heights.
Did
There's
you hear
also
my
like
comment?
levels too.
Did you hear my
There's like a
comment, man?
smaller cliff, a bigger cliff.
I said if we all hang out together, man, you and Matthew make me look 5 times more ugly. It's ridiculous. We're not going out in public.
You're still breaking up there,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I get what you're saying.
me too. I understand what you're saying, but
Hello? I I'm over it.
Heavyweights or
I
like
don't know,
upper
man.
weights.
I just probably just like my explosiveness, I guess. It's just really like there's not really any technique to it. I kind of just whenever I see the double, I kind of just sprint and lunge at the person, you know.
Valid
So
answer.
I don't know. But I did a lot of like speed and agility when I was younger. Like I didn't really lift that much. I'd do more like I don't know, strength and enduranceing rather than like actual lifting weights. So I guess I just kind of grew up. I also just like played a lot of sports. Like I played baseball, I played football. So maybe like those, you know, attributes I gained from those sports maybe helped me to, be explosive, athletic. I feel like I'm pretty athletic for my weight. So I mean, yeah,
Right.
yeah. I don't really think about it too much. I kind of just do it.
Valid answer. Another fan question here. 3 words you'd use to describe yourself in wrestling.
In wrestling,
Mhm.
hmm. Uh, that was a good one. 3 words to describe myself in wrestling. Okay, I would say like fast, like fast. Uh, what's the word for like? I don't really think too much. I kind of like, I guess like blackout. I guess you can say like I don't really think too much when I wrestle. So I guess like I'll black out. I guess I'm fast, and I don't know. I feel like lately I've been. What's the last word I should use? I guess like eager. Sure, I'll say eager. Just to like not about wrestling, but see like how it would do. It's probably not a good trait to have, but I always like think like how the match would like is gonna go before it happens. So I guess I kind of think a little too much before my matches, but yeah, I guess I would describe that. That was a hard question. I never really thought about
That was a
that.
good question. Shout out to that fan.
Fast, blackout, and eager.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want
shout
to say
out to
blackout. I don't black out, but like I definitely don't like
You don't overthink.
I don't like, all right, I'm gonna move his head so I can grab his
Mm.
ankle, and then while he circles, I'm gonna shoot this. You know what I mean? I kind of just I guess like more
Just
like
flow.
flow. I would say
Yeah.
more of flow. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Ethan with 1 follower who commented on that post, man. I don't know if Ethan's a real person, but shout out to Ethan. But
Yeah.
no, man, good question for you here is, you've been a guy who's wrestled at, for years now, basically pretty much your whole life.
Hmm.
So, favorite wrestling shoe that you have ever worn?
I'm not really a big shoe guy, to
Oh.
be honest. I don't even know like the differences between them, to be honest. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I know I think they're called Inflicts.
Yeah, the
Uh
Nike ones.
yeah, I think the Nike Inflicts, the black ones I had, those were nice. For some reason, like sometimes like when I like the shoes, I busted out some new shoes for NCAA's, and I just wrestle different in them. I don't know, so it was a little weird. I guess the black inflicts I had like throughout the season were nice. I had freaks. I had like red and white freaks in high school. I wore those for a little bit, but I don't know, I
All
used to
right.
be superstitious about my shoes, but I'm just like that. I don't even know shoes. Like, I'm not really a sneakerhead in general. Just like Jordans or Nikes. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, R.I.P. the freaks, man. The freaks have
I know they
officially
don't make them
been
anymore, right?
be done. Yeah, they're done being made. So that's sad. Sad.
Fortunate.
Unfortunate. I mean, unless you got a Penn State, because I've seen their stock room in the back.
Really?
They got freaks for the next 5 years. That's where they all went.
Dude, that's insane. They probably get so much stuff, dude. It's unfair. Yeah.
We won't talk too much about that, man. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Some of these schools, Wyatt Hendricks, I keep bringing him up, but he talked about that as well. How it's like some schools are a lot more well off than others, and
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
him. He's in the Air Force
Yeah.
Academy, like he's placing third at nationals, and he goes back to school the next day. Like nobody gives a shit.
Yeah,
Nobody
it's kind of here,
cares.
kind of how it is here, man. We're kind of just I just think Ivy League and sports in general, you know what I mean? It's not like I don't know, we can have a crazy football team, but you're never gonna be the same as like Alabama or LSU, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Ivy Leagues. They have sprint football. Definitely
Mhm.
different than regular football.
Yeah, for football is like it's literally the same thing, but it's for people on you have to weigh in, you have to weigh in under like 175. So I guess it's
It's
more for like
crazy.
smaller guys, you know what I mean?
It's a different sport, man. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be allowed to play sprint football. You'd
I
Yeah,
have
would
I'd
be
to
have
allowed to
to
play sprint
yeah, I'd have
football.
to cut weight to freaking play for football. I'd
a
be
cut
tired.
cut weight to could play. That's
If
crazy.
it's 175, I can't even play.
Yeah, that's a little
Boca
bit
could, I
wild.
guess.
Yeah, get Foka out there on the sprint football. Sign him
Get
up for
Boca and
tryouts.
Julian on sprint football.
Yeah, and Unger, get Unger out there too. Get Unger
Yeah,
out there to play sprint football.
that's funny.
That'd be crazy. Just all form tackling. Just
Yeah.
Cornell's rugby team is just going to be the wrestling team next year.
Yeah. We don't even have a rugby team. We have like a rugby club.
No,
But
man, but it's been a good time talking with you, man. We appreciate your
yeah,
time. We're
thanks.
gonna final question for you. This might cause some controversy in the Cornell wrestling room. Take
Sure.
3 of your Cornell teammates with you into the zombie apocalypse. Who would they be and why?
Okay. That's should be okay. So current team right now?
Yep.
Okay. I'll go right off the bat. I'll go the Yapusian brothers, you know, Colton and Wyatt.
Bro,
Yeah.
everybody from Cornell has said these two. Are they like we gonna
Yep.
have to get them on the podcast because they
You got
seem
no,
like they're
dude, you
just
got to, bro.
they seem like they're just off the leash.
They're no, the thing is like they're the opposite. They're just like these like super nice Christian raised brothers, and like they're like the freaking most perfect human beings ever, you know. But they're also from Colorado, and they hunt. They've been hunting since they were like freaking I don't know out of the womb. So like they'll have like crossbows and shotguns and whatever they have. They're just beasts, bro. They eat. Their diets are like crazy. They're freaking shredded. They're just I don't know. They're just animals, but. I would say them and another person I would take is probably like Foca. Foca would be a good one. Foca's a dog.
So we'll give you the credit of we'll give you the Brucian brothers as one person. We'll
Okay,
let you take
okay.
both of them as one. So we need one
Okay.
more guy to bring with you. One more
Foca,
person.
Fusion Brothers. Do RTC guys count or just Cornell?
No, just your Cornell teammates.
Then probably Furman or heavyweight. He would be because he's smart.
You got to
Furman,
feed both you and him. You got to remember
I
that.
know.
Like, who's
Well,
going down first between?
sounds like the Yapuzian brothers are gonna feed everyone.
Yeah. No, yeah, literally. They're gonna clear the way
They're
for
both just gonna come back two deer on each shoulder. Just I
yeah.
got food for the month.
Zombies attached to the back of their truck, just dragging.
Awesome, man. And then final one for you to kind of close up shop here.
Good.
Say something to the fans. Say something to the kids out there looking up to you and want to be future Cornell wrestlers.
I would say, I don't know if you're in wrestling, stick with it. It's definitely a sport that is very underappreciated, and it teaches you a lot of things that, not to discredit any other sport, but it has characteristics and it teaches you values that other sports just don't. You know what I mean? Like when it's very unforgiving. You know what I mean? The wrestling doesn't really care what happens. It doesn't make you a victim to certain situations, and I feel like that's important, especially in tough times, man. Like I don't know, when you're cutting weight or when you lose, you're by yourself. Um, it teaches you, I don't know, values of a tough guy. You know what I mean? Might not wrestling's not for everybody. You know what I mean? You're not going to be an Olympic wrestler for everybody, but I guess having those values and traits just kind of stick with you. Kind of, I don't know, man. It gets you, just puts you a little bit above, I guess like the average person. So, yeah, man, it's also just fun, man. It's on the rise. Always stick with it. You're gonna learn a lot. It's important to have, and it's just a martial art, which is also just really nice to learn. So, yeah, go Big Red. Also, you should go to Cornell if you want to be really good.
Yeah, man. I mean, the recruiting kind of works for itself when you have guys like Yanni being able to take recruits on tours, and
Mm-hmm.
they've seen his success, and obviously yourself, and young guys on the rise like Unger and Shapiro. I mean, the team is definitely on an up, man. Cornell's on an up, and I hope one day in the next near future we see Cornell team national champs. That would be awesome.
Yeah, man. Next year, hopefully,
Next year, man. All right. Well,
we'll beat 'em up.
Jacob, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you coming on the
Absolutely.
show and talking with us, man. It's been another episode of the Heavyweight Nation podcast. See you guys later.